Welcome everyone to Literally Speaking, presented by The Little Text. I'm your host Aatif Ali, and here we bring you stories of entrepreneurs and startups from the first hand. So, here on our show we have Ria Rustagi, the founder of Neuphony. So, Ria, congratulations on your startup.
Thank you so much, Aatif. Thank you for having me here.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure to have you here. So, Ria, what I understand from the device is that it's basically a smartwatch for your brain, correct?
Exactly.
So it calculates, it measures your stress levels and tension levels from your mind, and that's how it works, correct?
Correct. So it monitors your EEG. EEG is your brain wave. ECG is your heart rate.
Correct.
Like EEG, like ECG, EEG also has the capabilities to tell a lot about you, your behavior, your mental health, your mental state, in the form of stress levels, focus, anxiety, mood, PDR, and much more. And this is how we help you understand and gain self awareness by actually using data.
Okay, so it is concrete. It's concrete. Medically certified.
No, the technology, yes, is medically certified. Our device is not medical. Apple Watch is not medical.
I know
Xiaomi,
exactly. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
medical means it's diagnostic. It's not medical. We don't diagnose conditions. It's for your mental health and fitness to keep a track and regular check. Like you calculate your steps and your heart rate in your sleep.
Exactly. Yes, yes.
That's how we calculate stress, focus, anxiety.
Okay, so you're into the medtech field right now.
Health tech field.
Health tech. Sorry, my bad. Health tech field. So how is health tech field in India comparatively? I mean,
It's not
what's your opinion?
difficult. It's getting better. So yesterday, Samsung and Boat launched their
Hmm.
smart rings which would track their sleep. So we are into health and fitness. I have one, but this is an international company. Uh, so it's getting better. It's getting awareness.
Hmm.
But unfortunately, India has a habit of following the West. But with regards to brain health, now I have to wait for somebody in the international market to crack it, and then these people will come. But that's what was our mindset, that I want India to have a leader approach, not a follower approach. So
Exactly,
when these
trendsetter
technologies
and
become
not a
popular
trend
in the
follower.
West,
Yeah,
when these technologies become popular in the West, then there will be already a company in India also becoming slowly and steadily popular, which will be Neuphony.
absolutely. So a trendsetter rather than a trend follower.
Exactly.
Yeah. So obviously, you know, having a startup has its own challenges, own difficulties.
Tell me about it.
I mean, we all know about it. Although we haven't experienced, you have experienced it. So I guess you might have wished that there was some device that time when you were starting up to measure your mental health during that
No,
period.
so starting up is easy, to be honest. Staying in is difficult.
Acha.
It's like every other thing in your staying in. By what I mean is, when you have that idea, when you're just fresh out thinking, oh
Mhm.
my god, I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to change the world. All of that is good. When you want to change the world and the world actually comes in the middle, that's the problem. And starting from everything from investors to hiring people to finding partners, everything is very tricky. And especially when you're a trend setter, because because trends are coming and going. People cannot understand and believe that this trend is
Absolutely.
here to stay, or it's a flag, right? So for example, metaverse came and went pretty fast.
Yeah,
VR came but
very.
stayed. VR came but stayed. So who knows? And there was a time where metaverse was more popular than VR, last year. But
Yeah,
metaverse went away and VR stayed, and then Apple came into VR. So you never know what's going to come with regards to market trends. And that
absolutely.
just makes a whole lot a more very difficult for the founder. And
Absolutely. Yeah.
while I know my product, it helps, but there are these small moments in your life, where all of this becomes difficult. Now, how you deal in that moment, that difficulty of stress, A lot depends on your self-awareness.
Ria, before you got into this, in this field, what was your background?
I'm an engineer by degree. I have done bachelor's in electronics and communication from India. Then I did my
Okay.
master's in circuit designing from Singapore. I stayed there for 1 year. After that, I went to Germany to finish my internship and thesis. Got hired by the same company. I worked
Okay.
there for 7 years in a German company, which was responsible. My department was responsible for creating microcontrollers
Okay.
for automatic cars. Microcontrollers are the
Oh.
brain, they are the processing units. And I
Hmm,
used to
hmm, hmm.
work at an automotive company to be able to create those microcontrollers. When you press a button, what happens,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
part
yeah,
of
yeah.
the engine is called, what instruction goes. So that microcontroller, that designing was my responsibility along with my team members, obviously.
So I think that must have helped you a lot in building this product as well. Did it?
Yes
Circuit
and no.
designing? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Engineering experience helped. Uh, Teamwork experience helped. All of those
Hmm.
things helped, but not my engineering expertise. My engineering expertise was working with small microelectronics. And here we
Hmm.
are not dealing with microelectronics. We take microelectronics from different companies and then create the PCBs in the headband.
So, I mean, you did your engineering and then you shifted to this field to complete entrepreneurship. So, uh, tell us about it.
People think that not having a business degree is a problem, but to be honest, how many business people are opening their own startups, right? It's not
Hmm.
that you are a BBA or an MBA and you are more
Inclined.
viable to open a successful business. No, why you are opening the business, what you are opening holds more importance than where you come from. Your
Okay.
history is your history, to be honest. So what you have studied may or may not really be helpful as long as you know what you're doing and you're doing it for the right reasons.
Self-aware again.
Exactly.
Hmm. So it's interesting. So, because many BBA students would say otherwise, but
They would say otherwise, but they are BBA students. They're doing their bachelor degrees. They
yeah.
want to be entrepreneurs is one thing. They will be successful entrepreneurs is another thing. Anybody can be an entrepreneur. My father never did BBA. My grandfather was an engineer and he created a successful business. And I'm the third generation business person
Okay.
in my family. So my husband, who's my co-founder, his grandparents were engineers, government jobs, all thick and through. We're running a business. Your degree has nothing to do with what and who you become in life.
Absolutely. I mean, we've seen all kind of differences. People from
We've
this
seen
field
dropouts, creating
completely,
successful businesses. It
absolutely, yeah,
really
yeah.
does not matter.
I think it's what matters is the drive that you have, the passion that you have.
Your why, the
That's
why you are into this.
that is what's going to make you go through
Exactly.
everything. Yeah. So, Ria, you went into Shark Tank. Congratulations. How
Thank
was
you.
that?
It
I
was
mean,
an amazing experience. It was very different. Founders are not used to being treated as celebrities anywhere. Investors or being even treated special, to be honest, because investors will be at your head, clients will be at your head, your team will be at your head. So founders are the most grounded people that you will ever meet, and this is for every founder out there. The found You as an employee would be like, I will not work, go to hell, but a founder cannot say that.
but a founder cannot say that. Absolutely. I mean,
I will
they
be in a
have
bad
to
mood
do.
because of my team. My clients will still bother me. If I'm in a bad mood because of my clients, my investors would still bother me. And if I'm in a bad mood because of my investors, my team would still bother me. So to be honest, founders are the most grounded people that you'll meet. And if they are treated special anywhere, it's amazing. Shark
It's
Tank
a
India is a place where that respect is given to those founders, to their stories, to their journeys, and to their products. They are given a national television platform without asking for a single penny. That is good enough. We
so
don't
I
pay
mean,
anything Shark Tank India.
Really?
Yes,
I didn't know that. I didn't know
exactly.
that.
We don't pay. They select the startups based on their ideas. They put out their stories. The investors may or may not invest in the startup,
Huh?
or the
But then,
founder may or may not take the investment. Either ways, if the founder gets the opportunity to bring their idea onto national television, it's a win
that
for the founder.
I mean, that's great. You get to,
Exactly.
it's publicity all around.
Exactly.
So I think, yeah, really, Shark Tank did change an entire ecosystem of founders and entrepreneurs in India, because after seeing that, many people, many younger generations, many people
Problem
are
with that
more
also, to
fine.
be honest. It's good. It's good that entrepreneurship has become viral, but it's bad because I've met specifically with students. You know why? Because you don't have enough life experience to understand what is reality and what is not reality. But
Hmm.
so example, a 20-year-old will see Shark Tank and think, अरे यार ये तो मैं भी बना लूंगा, ठीक है? But a 30-year-old or a 27-year-old at a working professional working in a company in a corporate would not think so,
Yeah,
because
they have
he
a
knows
much
how,
bigger understanding.
because they worked. So I would
Exactly.
recommend every person to first work in their life before creating a startup. You will know the reality there and then, because now you don't understand the criticality out of it. You understand that anybody, you don't know that there are 1,000 applications, more than 1,000. There are lakh
Wow.
applications, out of which thousands get shortlisted for physical interviews by Shark Tank. And out of that, 200 get shortlisted to do the shoot. And out of that, somewhere around 120 or 150 only come on TV.
Come on,
You,
TV.
you
Exactly.
see the
Okay.
120 and 50 and see, take the decision that I want to create a startup. That's not how it works. They grill you for 2 hours. What you see is 15 minutes.
We just see the tip of the iceberg.
No, you see both good and bad, but sometimes you just see bad and sometimes you just see good.
Hmm.
You don't
But
know the whole story. It's like watching a trailer and judging the
exactly.
movie.
Yeah. Hmm. So it's both ways, but it's for people to understand, and it'll take some time for.
There needs to be a reality check. If you want to become a founder, if you want to start your own business, talk to a founder. Don't watch Shark Tank and start a startup.
I mean,
Work in a
that's
startup,
actually, yeah.
work in a startup, talk to a founder, and then create your own startup. Work for 6 months to be with it, but do something in real rather than just thinking over it. I worked for 7 years before starting my thing.
Yeah, that's a message for all the teenagers around the world, that they have to work before you have your own startup.
Yes,
You need to understand that you need to
you
go
don't know
inside
how to
the
do your
society and
job.
see how it works. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
If you
yeah.
don't know how to do your job, how will you run a business?
How will you make others do the job?
Exactly. And get
So,
value out of the job, to be honest.
hmm,
They will do the job, but it will be invaluable to you.
yeah. So, what do you see the future scope of Neuphony? Oh,
Or,
before that. So, Neuphony, the band which I've seen on your
yes.
website and other places. So, is that for every household to have, or is it,
Yes.
how are
It's
you?
for every
What?
household, it's for every college, it's for every corporate. One device fits all. And the
Hmm,
desktop application and the mobile application, just you can use your own logins. It's like any other standard hardware. Your headphones can be connected to my phone and your phone. This can also be
yeah.
connected. Be Bluetooth oriented.
So
So
you
it gets
create a
connected to your
user
mobile
in the
application and
web
your data would
application.
come in. Exactly.
Okay, so it's like any other user account.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Exactly.
Okay, so it's a device, and then you have the app, and you can connect
Yes.
your app to any device, and any device can be connected to any user
Exactly.
again. So, what's the cost around? What are you
The cost of
looking
the
at?
headband is 49,000 rupees, because you cannot solve every problem in one step. My goal was to create the
Yeah.
product in India, to make it innovative, to make a product from India, also be able to crack the international market. So I am the top 10 neurotech startups in the world. top 10 mental health startups to watch in 2023, because I am a product
Yeah.
from India for the world. So I had to create a product which would be needed and desirable in the international market. I didn't want it to be
Yeah.
a
Not only
product
Indian product, but
dominant.
for the international market. Yes,
And
yes,
then
yes.
keeping that in mind, I wanted had to keep different attributes. If the international product is 1 lakh rupee and I create a product for 10,000 rupees, neither the international market will respect me nor the Indian market will respect me. They'll think
Uh,
ये तो cheap replica है.
it's
But
a loop.
it's
It's
a
a
loop.
loop.
It's a loop. People don't understand that. I wanted to create a product which disrupts the technology, has a standing of its own, is very good in what it commits, might not be affordable by everybody, and that's okay, but it's
So are you
valuable.
looking at making such a product that could?
Yes.
Yeah,
Watch out in the next 6 to 8 months, and then you will hear from us.
we'll be waiting. We'll be desperately waiting because college students, obviously I'm BBA, so not much tension, but uh, college students and even working individuals, they have a lot in their mind, and we all know the numbers and the statistics which are going up here and
Four
here.
out of five, this out of that. To be
Exactly. Yeah.
honest, if you have a brain, you have you have in the future some sort of mental health issues, and mental health issues as in stress, panic attack, unable to take decisions, mood swings.
Hmm.
All of these are mental health issues. If you like to gossip, that's also a problem.
Okay, so once that we know that we have this mental, what do we say, uh, stress or tension, so how do we reduce it?
There are
Yeah,
different ways.
meditation.
So now
Oh,
you know now
yeah.
meditation, music therapy, breathing techniques, quizzes, puzzles, games, video games, reading, so many different ways. But how do you know it's working or not?
So now let's move on to the lightning round. Let's make it exciting. Okay. So the first question is, what are you inclined towards? Building a business or product?
Creating value.
Creating value. Interesting. Nice. So value can be in both the terms, a business and a product.
It really depends. You have to sometimes compromise on the product features and also on the revenue by changing your strategy because you want to create value. So priority value.
Very thought-provoking answer. So
Thank
okay. So the next question is physical health or mental health?
Mental. Your brain is your CPU, it's your motherboard. If you don't have the will, you will not go to the gym. It starts at the will, and will is mental health.
Yeah, but
It all
physical
starts from
health,
the brain.
it all starts from the brain. Okay.
If your brain is dead, your body is not working. If your hand is dead, your brain is still working.
But don't you think if you're healthier, your mental health will also?
No, no, no. Sushant Singh Rajput is one very big example of this.
Yeah, we all remember that. Yeah, yeah.
Many examples are there. It has nothing to do with your physical health. You can be the most beautiful, most handsome, most successful person in the world, and still you can be depressed.
Hmm. Again, a very philosophical answer. So, Ria, it was great to have you here on our show, and we wish you all the best from all our team. Really, we hope that you succeed, and this product, we need to get a sample now.
Keep one in your office and create a brain gym. Have
Yeah,
everybody
yeah,
use it daily for 15 minutes. You'll
sure,
see the results
absolutely,
within 2 months.
absolutely, absolutely. So, thanks a lot, Ria, and all the
Thank you,
best.
Aatif. Thank you, everybody, for watching us.